या कमी का कारण 90% ये 3 बातें होती हैं। और जो रहम दिल होगा वो पाप से पाप के साथी धर्मराज से किनारा करने की शुभेच्छा से कभी जैसे भगत करके मारे नहीं करते और प्रमाणात्मय पाप के प्यार के कारण पाप के साथ न जाके धर्मराज त्रास करना पड़े। इस मीठा दर्द हो या किनारा हो अलग पीले नहीं होते। बाप का प्यार इससे किनारा करा देता। अपने दिल का रहम अलग पीलापन समाप्त कर और जब अपने प्रति रहम भावना आती है तो जैसी स्मृति वैसे सर्व ब्राह्मण सृष्टि के प्रति सुदय रहम दिल बनते और इस यथार्थ ज्ञान युक्त रहम में बिना ज्ञान के रहम कभी नुकसान भी करता है लेकिन ज्ञान युक्त रहम कभी भी किसी आत्मा के प्रति ईर्ष्या व घृणा का भाव दिल में उत्पन्न करने नहीं देगा। समझा ना सभी ने, समझा
Om Shanti. Awake signals. Imbibe the virtues of sweetness and humility. Anything can be softened by heating it, and then it can be molded. Here too, the heat is the form of power, and the softness is humility. That is the loving form. Those who have love for every soul will be humble-hearted. If there isn't love, you won't be able to have love, nor have humility. Being an embodiment of power, there is mastery, and having humility, there is the equality to serve. When there is both the heat and the softness, you will able to mold yourself in any situation. Om Shanti. Welcome to Avyakti Parivar. Today's date 27. Manmanabhav. Complete renunciate. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Everyone okay? Well, yes. Mm, very good. That's the blessing, no, to keep well. Always nice to know everyone is present in a Vyakti Parivar, right? Always well. When we keep ourselves spiritually well, then everything goes well, right? Because battery is fully charged. So we start with Bab Dada's sweet versions. Baba had been talking about being loveful and being merciful. And we need to be merciful at this time. But what kind of mercy? How to be merciful? That Baba teaches us, because Baba said you have to be knowledgeful to be merciful also. Because sometimes, as our heart will have sympathy for someone, but then before we didn't know what is true mercy. It was very beautiful recently when Baba said, when you give respect to someone and that soul's self-respect increases, soul will have enthusiasm, will have courage. Now, who would thought that that's also an act of charity or that's a mercy? Because generally we see mercy more as providing people with food or money or any basic needs they have. Donating something. But Baba is teaching us what is most charitable and highest donation you can do to help the souls to increase their either abilities or self-respect or powers. So we learn now what is mercy, right? Because there are sometimes some karmic accounts where you could feel merciful, but then you are trapped and you are caught up and you could be in a big bondage. I have seen many such situations, especially these days, that out of mercy, then you find that nobody deceived you, but you got deceived. And that is why Baba had set certain guidelines for us when we have to use money or time or any talent even. And if we really don't follow guidelines, then how do I know I am merciful because of karmic account or I am truly merciful? I remember Baba used to say that there are some, they are caught up in bondage. I have seen so many mothers, right? Oh, because this one, like for little needs, they won't make themselves free. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do this, they tie themselves. Mm. And they say, well, as a mother, you have to be merciful. But Brahma Baba used to tell us, but you have aim, no? You have to go to class, you have to do some service and also take care of family. There are so many situations we become merciful where it's not needed. So at least I am very careful because we all are merciful. We have good heart, but how to use that mercy? Another aspect Baba is talking about carelessness, jealousy, and dislike. Carelessness is something very subtle, right? Because every day I am doing very well, there is contentment. So very subtly we also kind of, become careless. Could be very subtle, very natural. But I have to improve, I have to progress, I have to do something more, little more, right? If not on physical level, then on subtle somewhere. Because all the time there should be this thought. At least I keep asking, what more can we do? We are happy with what we're doing. We're doing enough. What more can we do? Either for the self, for yagya, for any kind of service, what more I can do? So there is no carelessness. Of course, jealousy is something where I always, since childhood, knew my fortune is my fortune. You can share your fortune, but no one can snatch your fortune. Like your part is your part. Even if we try to play someone else's part. Once Dadi Prakash Mani said that yes, we can be Dadis, number one, but I cannot be Mama. Mama was one and she was one. No one can play that part. So that means even she was number one and Mama was not there, but it's not she tried to play Mama's part. All daddies will say Mama was Mama. She was special. That was her role. So each one of us. And why not concentrate playing your own part? Accurate, perfect, instead of comparing. We cannot compare. Everyone is unique. Keep your uniqueness, keep your specialties, and keep playing your part. And of course, there is no dislike, also, right? If everyone has one's own part to play, how can I dislike it, right? If I believe in drama, everyone's part. So it's good to pay attention to these three. And we did homework on one step of courage. And you have right to receive help from Baba. I think this thought has to remain all the time, right? Everything requires courage, right? In a spiritual way, when we are ascending, we need courage. Physical, yes, we need courage. And especially at confluence age, right? In Lokik world, after certain age, you could retire, right? So now I'm 70, I'm 80 now, so I could just do nothing. But here, because you have more experience, because you have qualities, and not only that, but we have to keep serving until last moment of the life. I was giving example yesterday of Ramesh Bhai that even bodily way he couldn't function, but he was until end was asked question about certain things of yoga, and he kept replying until last moment. He gave advice because he was our lawyer accountant, and you know that these days every day rules regulations keep changing. So it's not question of not doing some. So courage, of course, love for yoga, love for Baba, love for service, but courage. Even for him to speak was just courage. Gary Janki always used to say mm, that I will speak until last moment. So it's courage, right? So that we, until last minute, not there is only remembrance of Baba, but whatever I could do for Yagi, I should be able to do. Our theme is Manmanabhav, but what is needed for mind? What are subtle obstacles? Or for what inculcations can help me to be more in remembrance, to be consistent in remembrance? And same is now. Complete renunciation is we have renounced my vices. I always say we have conquered vices, but not conqueror of Maya. Yeah, those who are sensible, they don't get Maya in the sense of affected by something, situation, someone's sanskars, a scene of drama. But everyone once in a while do become sensitive when we react, or it somewhere shakes our stage, even for a few moments. That means it's Maya, right? And Maya comes from the traces of sanskars, the traces of vices. And when the trace, little bit something emerges, sometimes the whole family comes back, no Baba said. So we have to be very careful. That means I have to be renunciate. And we all are renunciate, right? How many things, how much we have renounced. But just last ones could be some traces of sanskars left. You all can think about that. Oh, yes, I can never do this. But then suddenly something happens, and it could be mind get disturbed or distressed or forceful or irritated, right? But all this is coming from uh, some one vice or other, right? Could be ego, could be little bit attachment, but little bit is not good, right? Now we say, I have really renounced everything, but little bit. But what this saying complete renunciation, that little bit can bring lot too. So our homework will be to pay attention on what traces emerge. And because they repeat, no, the thoughts come in the mind. And I know that, yes, again, that sanskar is emerging. Instead of saying to other person, you always do like that, or it's scene of drama, we blame sane, but rather my reaction, my response, why it is same. Because it is same, the changes which we want to bring, that doesn't happen. So my thinking is not changing. Like we say, whatever happened, I won't get intention, right? Now you keep aim. And then gradually you find now you're getting impatient, you're getting little stress, you're getting little tension. But if you want to be passed with honor until last minute, there will be some test or other. But we used to look at our daddies, right? Just using power of love, power of peace, power of yoga, all the cooperation, everything what is required for our service, for yajna, automatically comes. Brahma Baba always remembered, I have to be awake, I have to be angel, I have to be perfect. So he did everything he did until last day. He even took his evening class. He wrote all the letters, performed all the duties, but internally he knew I have to be angel, I have to be perfect. So we all also always remember, if this is my last moment, am I perfect? Because anyone, any moment can be last moment, right? We cannot say, just give me another 10 minutes to get ready. And that's what Baba calls ever ready, right? So when there is complete renunciation, then there's that inner stability stage of Manmanabhav. I have to leave body in remembrance of Baba, in a stage of perfection, right? So our homework is to look at the traces which emerge from time to time. It's like little sub branches of the vices. Mama used to say, if you have a chronic sickness, so you get well, but the weakness of that sickness takes longer. So I always remember that they're not vices, but they are weak points. We all know what are my weak points, where I just can't handle anymore. So why we reach to that point? Keep strong, no weaknesses, because then you can get same emerge, same sanskar will emerge. Like if I, let's say I give up on something. Now that can happen to anything, anytime, right? So when thought come, I said no, I will continue. So Baba's help will come. So look at yourself and then try to see that you are strong and stable and consistent and conqueror, victorious one. Okay, so we will do that homework tomorrow. Om Shanti.
Welcome to our Vyakti journey, Mama's Murli, sharing the sweetness of God's versions.
आप कहेंगे मैं हम फलाने आश्रम में जाते हैं, तो कोई भी आश्रम नाम सुनेगा तो सुनने से समझेगा भाई आश्रम में जरूर कोई शांति की या कोई अच्छी बातें यहाँ चलती होंगी। आश्रम में कोई खराब बातें या कुछ दूसरी बातों का तो नहीं होता है ना। तो हमारा गृहस्थी आश्रम था, हमारा गृहस्थी धर्म था। और नाते में भी कहते हैं भाई धर्म पति धर्म पत्नी, देखो नाते में भी आता है ना कि धर्म पति और धर्म पत्नी, तो धर्म का नाम आता है। अभी कहाँ है धर्म का संबंध? हाँ, पति पत्नी का नाता अभी धर्म का कहाँ है? अभी अगर धर्म के बदली अधर्म का शब्द कहा जाए तो कह सकती हैं, क्योंकि अभी विकारों का संबंध है। इसीलिए हमारी प्रवृत्ति का जो इतना नाम अच्छा था और प्रवृत्ति का जो आदर्श था वो तो अभी नहीं रहा है ना। इसीलिए बाप कहते हैं कि तुम्हारा जो प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ का प्रैक्टिकल जो तुम्हारा आदर्श था, और जिसको ही कहा जाता था प्रैक्टिकल नेचर, कई मनुष्य समझते हैं कि नहीं ये तो विकारों में चलना और पति पत्नी का संयोग अथवा पति पत्नी का संबंध ये है ही विकारों से चलने का। तो बाप कहते हैं नहीं, पति पत्नी तो गाया ही जाता है धर्म पति, और पति पत्नी का संबंध बड़ा ऊंचा है और पवित्र नाते का है, लेकिन वो आज पवित्रता का बल नहीं है, ताकत नहीं है। इसीलिए वो विकारों में तुम जा करके अपना जो है फिर उसकी जो रचना रचते हो या उसमें जो कुछ चलते हो दुख शांति पाते हो। नहीं तो प्रवृत्ति का आदर्श बहुत ऊंचा है, नर नारी बहुत ऊंची चीज है, और उनका आपस का संबंध भी, ये रिलेशन भी बहुत ऊंची चीज है। बट उस रिलेशन को कैसे निभाया जाए, किस तरह से उसमें चला जाए, वो तुम लोगों को आता नहीं है। इसीलिए बाप कहते ये सभी आकर करके मैं अकल सिखलाता हूँ। क्यों? कि तुम्हारा विकारों ने अकल जो है ना वो छीन लिया है, तो खत्म कर दिया है। तुमको आता नहीं है कि आपस में इस सभी रिलेशन में भी रहते कैसे चलना होता है, क्योंकि तुमने मेरे से रिलेशन कट कर दिया है ना। बाप से रिलेशन कट हो गया है तो फिर तुम्हारे भी रिलेशन जो है ना वो बिगड़ गए हैं। पति पत्नी होकर रहना नहीं आता है तुमको, बाप बेटा होकर के रहना नहीं आता है, राजा प्रजा होकर के रहना नहीं आता है। सभी रिलेशन तुम्हारे बिगड़ गए हैं, और सभी रिलेशन में तुम एक दो को दुख देते और लेते रहते हो, क्योंकि मेरे से रिलेशन जो है ना वो तुम्हारा अभी कट है। इसीलिए तुमको वो बल अथवा वो ताकत आ नहीं सकती है कि तुम्हारे सदा सुख के जो आपसी के रिलेशन है मनुष्यों का आपस का, वो तुम्हारे सदा सुख के कैसे रहे, वो रह नहीं सकते। इसीलिए बात कहती है अभी पहले तो मेरे से रिलेशन जोड़ो, मेरे से जोड़ो तो मेरे से तुमको ताकत मिलेंगी। वो ताकत तुम लोगों को आने से फिर तुम लोग अपने आपस के जो रिलेशन है तुम आत्माओं का वो सदा सुख का रहेगा। अभी हो गया है सदा दुख का, एक दो को दुख ही देते हो, तो दुख का ही है ना। देखो अकाले मरना, शरीर का रोग होना, देखो स्त्री को कुछ होगा क्या पति को दुख नहीं होगा? पति को कुछ होगा स्त्री को नहीं, तो ये तो है ही दुख के कारण ना। तो ये सभी जो एक दो को दुख देना या दुख का होना, तो ये सभी कर्म के हिसाब से हो गए ना। तो तुम्हारा कर्म का खाता या ये सभी जो दुख के खाते बने हैं, तो तुम एक दो को दुख लेने और देने में इसीलिए आए हो क्योंकि तुम्हारे में अभी वो रिलेशन से निभाने की पूरी ताकत नहीं है। इसीलिए बाप कहते हैं वो ताकत मेरे रिलेशन से मिलेंगी। मेरे से तुम्हारा क्या रिलेशन है वो अभी तुम नहीं जानते हो। तो जब तक उस चीज को नहीं जानो और उस चीज के रिलेशन में ना आओ, तब तक तुम्हारे भी जो रिलेशन है ना उसमें अभी वो ताकत नहीं है जो एक दो से सुख का बल ले सको। दुख ही देने की बातें आती हैं। इसीलिए बाप कहते हैं अभी मेरे से रखो, तो फिर तुम्हारे संबंध भी जो है ना वो सदा सुख के रहेंगे।
Thank you very much. And now we would like to invite our two Pandavas. So, angel Pandavas, we have today Brother Samir, who will be sharing his experience, and we have Brother Nirvan. So, welcome, Pandavas.
Om Shanti Mohini Didi, Om Shanti Sister Bhumi, and Om Shanti Divine Family. Feeling glad to be back here to have some good moments on today's topic, which is the first step of courage. So there was this thought, what would our Brahmin life be if we didn't have that virtue? And we have courageous Brother Samir today who said Hanji to sharing his experience. So brother has the specialty of being obedient, and he likes to keep the center clean as well as his home. So we would like to hear from Brother Samir. And Brother Samir, would you like to share your experience today in regards to Manmanabhav?
Om Shanti Mohini Didi, Om Shanti Bhumiben, Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my experience this evening. When I heard the homework, first step of courage, yesterday evening, the first thing I did is I went to Baba's room, sat in front of Baba, and asked Baba, what practice should I do for today? And Baba said, none but one. And ek bal, ek bharosa, one strength, one support. Then I picked up Murli, and while still sitting in Baba's room in front of Baba, I read the Murli, today's Murli. And I was amazed and happy that Baba spoke about Baba's remembrance, remembering only one Baba and none other. They said that set the tone for my homework, that Baba is pointing me in the same direction. So since Amrit Vela, I've been practicing this, none but one. So throughout the day, whether I was at center, whether at home, while doing my Lokik job, I just kept Baba with me all the time, none but one. So throughout the day, I was experiencing different relationships with Baba. Like Baba, my father, he's giving me inheritance. When I came to center to listen to Murli, I'm a godly student in Baba's university, listening to Baba. And also, I was experiencing the relationship of a friend. I was talking to Baba throughout the day, asking him for advice. And I was also experiencing Baba as my companion. So I'm Baba's companion, Baba is my companion. There were things which I was doing which I initially felt was impossible. And I said to Baba, Baba, well, you have to help me. Come, let's do it together. And some of those impossible things also became possible because Baba was with me. So throughout the day, I was experiencing Baba's company, being in remembrance of Baba, and doing everything which I need to do. So these were some beautiful experiences I have had with Baba so far today.
Very nice, Brother Samir. So you took the first step of courage to be with one Baba and none, and you had a great day from what I see. So thank you for your sharing. I have a question for you. Is there any spiritual effort that you're doing or you intend to do which you feel would really make you progress? Would you like to share something like that with everyone?
Yes, I'll be happy to share that.
Sure.
And another thing, amazing thing, Didi shared quite a few points of what I'm about to share. So for the past few months, I'm making this special effort. Every single day, I sit in front of Baba in silence. And Baba enables me to see all the old sanskars in me. But at the same time, then Baba empowers me to change those sanskars, to make them more divine. And I see my part, what I'm doing, and then how Baba is empowering me to change those. And it's a beautiful experience because it's only Baba and me at that time. I am also helping so many different brothers, sisters at the center, in other lokic job, everywhere. But I see that they are playing their parts. And I have so much of respect and appreciation and gratitude because they are enabling me to move forward on the spiritual path. So while interacting with them, while helping them, but no attachments. And a lot of gratitude because they are enabling me to change, to transform, and play my part in a much better way. Because then I can become Maryada Purushottam, playing the highest code of conduct as per Baba Srimad. So these are some of the special efforts which I'm currently making.
That's very inspiring, brother. So you keep Baba with you and make Baba like your world, and everything turns out to be right. So, brother, thank you. And would you like now to read tomorrow's homework?
Yes, sure. Complete renunciate. A complete renunciate is always constant and has the awareness that this is the one task of the one family. A complete renunciate soul experiences himself to be a soul who is an embodiment of the instant fruit and one who has attained the instant fruit. He is ignorant of any temporary desire. He is someone whose mind is constantly healthy because of eating practical fruit. He does not have any illness of the mind. He is constantly Manmanabhav. Have you become such a complete initiate? Om Shanti.
Manmanabhav, complete renunciate. A complete renunciate is always constant and has the awareness that this is the one task of the one family. A complete renunciate soul experiences himself to be a soul who is an embodiment of the instant fruit. And one who has attained the instant fruit. He is ignorant of any temporary desire. He is someone whose mind is constantly healthy because of eating practical fruit. He does not have any illness of the mind. He is constantly Manmanabhav. Have you become such a complete renunciate?
मनमनाभाव सर्वंश त्यागी। सर्वंश त्यागी सदा यही स्मृति में रखता कि यह एक रस, एक मत, एक ही परिवार का एक ही कार्य है। सर्वंश त्यागी सदा स्वयं को प्रत्यक्ष फल, प्राप्तमय फल स्वरूप आत्मा अनुभव करेंगे। इच्छा मात्रम अविद्या होंगे। सदा प्रत्यक्ष फल खाने वाले सदा मन दुरुस्त वाले होंगे। कोई भी मन की बीमारी नहीं होंगी। सदा मन मनाभव होंगे। तो ऐसे सर्वंश त्यागी बने हो। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti and good night, everyone. Om Shanti.